1 Corinthians 2 and 15 and 16, because a lot of people really don't look at the ability of a spiritual man to be able to judge things. People don't like to be judged. Their feelings get hurt. But listen to what it says. 1 Corinthians 2 and 15 and 16. But he that is spiritual judges all things. Yet he himself is judged of no man, because he know how to conduct himself. For who have known the mind of the Most High, that he may instruct him? And nobody know the mind of the Most High. His ways and thoughts are not our ways and thoughts. But listen what we do have. But we have the mind of a Mashayach. That's why he's saying. Philippians 2, that's a spiritual man though. Not every man. Philippians 2 and 5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in a Mashayach, Yahawashi. That spiritual man, who being in the form of the Most High, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High. Now, a lot of people read this and they get all twisted. See, there it is right there. They both are the same, but they're not. They're not the same. Go to, hold that against St. John, the 5th chapter, I believe it is, St. John 5, and why it says equal with the Most High. St. John 5 and 18. Well, let's look at verse 17. We're going to concentrate on 18 as far as why, he thought not robbery to be equal with the Most High. It says, but Mashayach answered them, my Father worketh hither, and I work. The Most High worketh, then the Mashayach work from what he see the Father do. Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him. Remember they said they wanted to destroy him? So as he living on earth, everybody wanted to destroy him. These Pharisees and the Jews, his own people, wanted to kill him. Because he had not only had broken the Sabbath, but said also that the Most High was his Father, making himself equal with the Most High. See? It's just because he was the son of the Most High. See? And he said, then answered Mashayach and said unto them, verily, verily, truly, truly, I say unto you, the Son of Man can do nothing of himself. See, I can't do nothing by myself. But what he seeth the Father do. See? That's why he said in verse 17, but the Mashayach answered them, my Father worketh hitherto, and I work. That's why he's saying. Verse 19, verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. For what things soever he doeth, these also doeth the Son likewise. For the Father loveth the Son, and showeth him all things that himself doeth. So the Most High loveth Mashayach and showing him Mashayach all the things that the Most High doeth. And he will show him greater works than these, that ye may marvel. For as the Father raises up the dead and quickeneth them, even so the Son quickeneth whom he will. For the Father judges no man, but have committed all judgment unto the Son, that all men may honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. He that honoreth not the Son, honoreth not the Father, which have sent him. See? That you know, the Father sent him. Remember we was reading about that. You despise the Son, you despise him that sent him. The Father that sent him, the Most High. I mean, he was his Father, like he's our Father, the Most High. So you see, he didn't make himself no reputation. Let's continue in Philippians 2, verse 6. Who being in the form of the Most High, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High. I mean, he was the son of the Most High. And what he see the Father do, that's what he done. Also, whatever he heard the Most High say. That's what he said. Because he is the word of the Most High. Verse 7. But made himself of no reputation. See? That's why he said, don't tell nobody I did it. But made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. See, and being found in the fashion of men, of a man, he humbled himself, and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. See? Go back to Matthew 12. He was obedient. That's why he didn't sin. And he definitely didn't tell anybody that they could sin, that we not under the law, we under mercy and grace. Better read your Bible. Matthew 5:17 to 19. Go back to Matthew 12. Matthew 12 and let's see, Matthew 12 and verse 16. Matthew 12:16. And charged them that they should not make him known. He wasn't about no reputation, trying to, like I said, trying to build up a name in hell. He was in hell too, under the Romans. The Romans were dominating over us when he walked the earth, just like the Edomites over the world today. Look at Matthew 9 and 27. And when the Mashayach, Matthew 9:27, and when the Mashayach departed thence, two blind men followed him, crying and saying, Thou son of David, have mercy on us. See, mercy is not getting something that you do deserve. And when he was come into the house, the blind men came to him, and the Mashayach said unto them, Believe ye that I am able to do this? Do you have faith to believe that I could do this? Do you really believe I could do this? You think I could do this? See, it's all about your faith. They said to him, Yeah, master, yeah. Then touched he their eyes and saying, According to your faith, be it unto you. See, that's why it's very important. See, according to your faith, because you have to, you believe. So now we got to tell ourselves, we believe. We have faith to believe. What it is that we want, we shall have. You got to say it. And the eyes were open, and the Mashayach straightly charged them, saying, now he done brought forth two men that were blind. And their eyes were open. They could see. And the Mashayach straightly charged them, saying, See that no man know it. Don't tell nobody. He made himself of no reputation. So don't tell nobody. Mashayach straightly charged them, saying, See that no man know it. Don't tell them I did this. But what happened? But they, when they were departed, spread abroad his fame in all that country. Couldn't keep their mouth shut. So that time he had to flee. How people would be. Come on. You know somebody blind all their life, and here you, this one man that made them see. Oh yeah, they would find him. Going back to Matthew 12 and 16, Matthew the 12th chapter, the 16th verse. And charged them that they should not make him known, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, Behold my servant whom I have chosen, my beloved, in whom my soul is well pleased. I will put my spirit upon him, and he shall show judgment to the Gentiles. Say, that's Mashayach Yahawashi. The Most High say he's going to put his judgment on him, and he going to show judgment to the Gentiles. So y'all better get it right. Get it together, because he coming to judge and make war. Like I said, there was no New Testament. They only had the law and the prophets, people. He's quoting from Isaiah 42 and 1. Behold my servant whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. You see? The Mashayach Yahawashi prophesied about in Isaiah the 42nd chapter, the first verse. That's why he said in Hebrews 10 and 7, For lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do the will of the Most High. Which you can see he's fulfilling. He's doing it. Go to Luke 19. Luke 19 at 11. Luke 19 and 11. And as they heard these things, what did they hear? For the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost. Verse 10. See, for the Son of Man is come to seek out, and to save that which was lost. That's why he said in Matthew 15:24. Matthew 15:24. Who more lost than us? When he came on the earth, we were calling ourselves Greeks, like you call yourself Americans, or whatever country you come from, or whatever people you come from. That's not your true nation, but you still call yourself that because you don't know about it. That's why he says in Matthew 15:24, he says he's come to save that which was lost, right? So Matthew 15:24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He's only sent. We already read the Most High sent him, the Father sent him. He said it was only sent unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Remember, the house is the body, the family of Israel. The body of Israel. So going back to Luke 19. And verse 10, for the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost. And as they heard these things, he added and spake a parable, because he was nigh to Jerusalem, or near to Jerusalem. And because they thought that the kingdom of the Most High should immediately appear. They thought the kingdom of the Most High should immediately appear. Remember, he knew their thoughts. He said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. So he went to a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. So he gave them 10 pounds. He said, take care of this till I come. But his citizens hated him and sent a message after him saying, we will not have this man to reign over us. So we're going to have this man reign over us. Who we think he is? And it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, then he commanded these servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. Then came the first, saying, Master, thy pound have gained 10 pounds. And he said unto him, Well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little, have thou authority over 10 cities. So he said. So he gained 10 more pounds. He said, since you have been faithful and have gained 10 pounds, and he said unto him, Well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful, you have been faithful in a very little, have thou authority over 10 cities. 10 cities. Kingdom of heaven, right? What are we talking about? Verse 12. He said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. He's talking in parables, but still you should be able to relate. Because Mashayach Yahawashi came here, gave us the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, being an example. And he's going to return. Just a moment.